Hi, I'm John from Proper Printing and I just have bought a new Ender 3 Pro. I'm going to make it foldable. At least that's the plan. Yeah. Where do you start? This is the start of a video series in which you are going to find out why I'm going to make a foldable printer. So the idea is that these vertical beams, and they are placed here, that they can just hinge like this. The first problem which I have to solve is the problem of the display module. This display module is placed here. If you want to make this fold, then that thing is a bit in the way. I've reprinted the same front as I've used for my enclosure. I've printed this out of carbon fiber reinforced nylon filament, and I've printed some brackets with these brass inserts, and I'm going to place this here and one here. If you want to know how to put an Ender 3 Pro together, then do not watch this video, because I'm not going to do it like it should be done. The more compact display holder. Nice. The next problem is on this side, the power supply. It couldn't be more in the way than it is right here. This has to go somewhere. I'm not going to place the power supply here like I did with the enclosure. It must be said that this upgrade only works with this flat style power supply. I'm going to place the power supply below here, a bit like this. This is one part. This is where the power inlet goes, and the idea is that this part is placed here, sort of, and the other side here. So it will be a very flat style, and this will not collide with the wheel. So that seems like a nice solution, if it works. Great. This is placed here. The version I'm going to upload on Thingiverse should be a bit easier to assemble. Alright, there it is. The low profile power supply. This must be connected on there. And the problem is that there is no thread in here. Unfortunately, I have a set. Instead of tapping these holes, you can also use these lock nuts that I have made in the video with the previous power supply mod. You can slide this in this slot here and it just expands. Life is certainly a lot easier when you use a bit of oil. So in theory, this would just go here and fit right the first time. Of course, that's my motto. Okay. Yeah, before I'm going to cut this wire, I'm first going to plug it in like this. A threaded hole in here. So I still have to design a lid, which can, which is placed over here for safety. But for now, this will do. I must say that I'm very pleased with how this looks. Right now I should be able to plug in the printer to check if it still works. Where's the power supply? Oh, it's here. Best cable management you can get. Just from here to there. Nice and short wires without this connector. I think it's time for some awesome B-roll. You are wondering what the hell is going on? Everything goes right the first time. That's not what I'm used to. Well, it's not what I'm used to as well. Don't be afraid. There is more than enough that can go wrong because I just got started. This hinge is well, something I sort of came up with. I started with this simple motion study to determine the lengths and what they would do, and I translated it a bit here. If I'm going to drag this, come on laptop, I know it's hard, yes, then it will fold like this and it snaps right there. Bloop. And the same part is used to hold it in this horizontal direction and into the vertical direction. And if you're wondering how I did these calculations, then I haven't. It's just trial and error with different lengths to see how it moves, and I just tried until I got what I wanted. This is going to be my hinge. This camera picks it up a bit better. And this bearing is pressed in. This will be this part over here. I just simplified this part, and I'm just going to measure the distance between these two holes and make it out of this material. If I get this to work, then we have ourselves a Foldable Ender 3 Pro. Well, let's get right to it. I've made a stupid mistake. I've printed 4 of these and one of them broke, but I of course need 8 because there are 2 sides on this printer. So as we speak, the printer is printing 4 more of those. What else have I done? I've prepared these with all the nuts and T-slot nuts and bolts, and I added a nut in here. And one important thing, these are the standard screws which are used to put the frame together. M5 by 45 and M5 by 25. These have to be shortened. The M5 by 45 are placed normally here at the bottom, and they are used to keep this rod up. And the shorter ones are placed at the top. But I'm going to place the longer ones on top and the shorter ones here at the bottom because of these brackets. If you want to do that, they are too long, so you have to cut them 10 millimeters shorter, so M5 by 35 and M5 by 15, and that's what I've done. Now I can continue working on making the frame. So, and then in the end of the day I have myself a Foldable Ender 3. Well, that's the plan. Before I'm tightening these screws here, I'm going to make sure that those two beams are flat. Okay, this looks completely dope. Okay, next one, same story. Nuts, completely nuts. I'm now going to add these base parts with regular T-slot nuts. 7.751 millimeters from the back. Another cool thing about this mod is that you don't need the Z-braces, because this is actually already a brace. Oh man. Holy fuck. I definitely have to be careful walking across the street, because everything goes a bit too good. I finally have finished these. This small one goes here. And the large one over here. If I bring this thing to its homing position, so this is all the way back, and hopefully this will not collide. Oh, it does. I have to make a modified version of this one here, and that one must be a bit smaller. I finished printing these holders. They are made out of nylon. I'm not going to fully tighten it, because I have to adjust this beam to be perpendicular. Has to go to its homing position. I've made some modifications here. There's a corner here and this is flat, so there's more room for this motor. Stupid cables. I cannot believe how well everything fits. Look at that. I've made a Foldable Ender 3 Pro. I still have to do the cable management, but that's something I'm going to do with the next idea I'm having for this printer. But that will be for my next video. If you want to see that next video and you haven't subscribed yet, then please consider doing so you don't miss anything. Yeah, what I've said earlier is that this is the start of a series of videos about this printer. I have some neat ideas what I'm going to do with this one, because there is a reason, of course, why I want to make a foldable printer. If you like this video, then please hit that like button. I'm going to print something with this, and as you maybe have seen on the screen in the back, I've made my own benchy like. It's a lucky dice. Yeah, I'm a bit tired of printing the benchies, and I can imagine that you are as well. So I have designed my own benchmark print, and hopefully I'll see you at the next video. Bye! What am I doing to myself?